guys, what's up? How are you? Hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we are going to be trying the new product from Rare Beauty. This is called the Positive Light Under Eye Brightener, and I did get mine in the shade medium. Right now every shade is currently out of stock, but I would suggest for you to just put in your email so you can get a notification whenever any of these products become available or any of the shades become available. But today we are going to be testing it just as if I was wearing it for my no makeup kind of day. I do have a little bag here that I just used not so long ago where I put all the products that I really needed just to put a face together. It's not going to be like a wedding or anything like that. It's more like a family gathering or just going out to a meeting or even going to my in-laws on Sundays. I do want to look presentable. Sometimes I don't wear any makeup, but sometimes when I do want to have a little bit of something on, these type of products are like really appealing to me just because I want to look presentable, but I don't have the time. I would like to have the time, but I don't have the time to sit down and do like a full face of makeup. I do have 3 kids. My husband does not like me taking forever to get ready. You know how it is. So let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do, please don't forget to like and of course subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. And here is the packaging. This retails for $24. It does have a shelf life of 12 months and it's made in Italy. It does have a metal applicator, which it reminds me a lot of the concealer from Dominique Cosmetics. So here we have a swatch of it on the back of my hand. It is a little bit hard to pick up some product with this type of applicators, but these type of applicators is also really nice and soothing under the eyes, especially if you have little eye bags like I do. It does have a luminosity to it. So it does claim to have a light coverage, radiant finish. It is hydrating, vegan, and it doesn't have any parabens. It claims here that it's not going to crease, it's not going to cake, it's not going to settle into fine lines. It is also a no makeup essential. It is going to reduce the dark circles and discoloration for a refreshed look fast. Definitely something that I am very intrigued, so let's go ahead and get into it. The cooling sensation that you feel is definitely really nice, so you can just like massage your under eyes. I know it didn't say anything about redness, but that is definitely one of my concerns. It says more about darkness than redness, so let's see how it actually works. Let me just blend it in. I'm going to add it on my eyelid as well. So just so you guys know, this is definitely something that I would do. I will just add a little bit of concealer to my under eyes, around my nose, around my mouth, and on my chin, and then just blend it into my cheeks. And you can definitely see a huge difference already. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness, yes. So my skin is still going to peek through. I have some redness here as well. I just add a little bit more on my forehead because I don't think I added any. I try not to use a lot of products on my forehead usually, but because I am having a little bit of a skin situation, I am going to add it. All right, so here we have the Rare Beauty in the shade medium. I absolutely love the shade. I'm so happy that I actually picked up this shade. I was going to go a little lighter, but I'm really happy that I actually picked up this shade just because it actually blends with the rest of my skin so nicely, and I don't want it to be too brightening, but definitely brightening enough to cover the darkness on my eye. This is definitely going to go a long way for me for those days that I just need to be out ready to go. It's giving me a really nice, beautiful glow, radiance to the skin, but it doesn't look oily or it doesn't look too much. It's not settling into or emphasizing any of my pores. It's just really beautiful. The only thing that I noticed right away that it's not doing is giving me 100% coverage on the redness that I have. Here I can still see the redness peeking through on my nose, and I can still see the redness on my chin, but I absolutely love the coverage. It feels really nice, super lightweight. So I brought down the lights a little bit just so you guys can actually see it a little bit better, and you can see the huge difference, especially on my eyes, that is making. Like, it's just giving me really nice, beautiful, just even out my skin tone really quickly. It blends with the rest of my skin, which is really nice for me. And I really enjoy the finish as well. This is a win for me. Definitely a win. So let me just do the rest of my makeup with you guys here. Guys, it really gives you such a beautiful coverage, and it really does such a great job when it comes to the darkness. But the redness, I do feel like it's just peeking through a little bit too much for my liking. So what I'm gonna do, just because if I'm going to wear this all day, I really need to just cover this redness. So I am going to go with a concealer and just try to cover a little bit of my redness here around my nose. Again, just because it is a little bit too much for me, and that is one of my main concerns. But if you only have like discoloration and darkness and no redness at all on your face, then this product is definitely going to be like your best friend, because I absolutely love what it did to my under eyes and also to my eyelids. It is just so beautiful. So I'm using my Kosas powder just to set it into place, just because I need a powder. Again, I am oily to combination, so I definitely need a powder, but I don't want to look too cakey because this is, again, my no makeup look. So this is exactly what I would do. And just to add a little bit of dimension to my face, I will go in with the same brush, believe it or not. And I use this one right here, which is the Elephant from Hourglass. I absolutely love this one. And just to add a little bit of, you know, a little bit of color back to my face, to my nose. So I'm using these two blushes right here, just going back and forth, just adding a little bit of blush to the skin, again with the same brush. Going to add a little bit of the highlighter all over the lid, just for a little pop of gold. All right, so I'm just going to curl my lashes now. Mascara. And the last step is adding a little bit of lip gloss. So I do have these two right here from Fenty Beauty, and these ones are called the Bright Fix, and this one is in the shade Butter, and I also have Peach. I do have them swatched right here in the back of my hand. This one is Butter and this one is Peach. The finish of them, even though it reminds me of it, the finish of it is completely different to the Rare Beauty one. The Rare Beauty, as you can see, it does have more luminosity to it. It doesn't have a lot of coverage like these two can actually provide you with. These ones are definitely more on the matte side from Fenty Beauty. The one from Rare Beauty is definitely more luminous. It looks more healthy on the skin. It doesn't look like I have a lot of products on, even though I do. It just doesn't look cakey. It's not settling into my pores. It's not creasing under my eyes, and usually it does. I've noticed now that I am aging, whenever I apply concealer, and I only use concealer right here, I do have a little bit more fine lines now than I did before, like a couple of years ago. So I do feel like they actually settle into these lines right here, and that is not being emphasized at all with this product. So far so good. It definitely is like sticking to what it claims to do, which is not creasing, not caking, not settling into any of your fine lines, which I absolutely love that. I am going to come back at the end of the day. I do have to pick up my kids, and I also have to come back and just do some chores around the house. I do have a toddler that keeps me busy and running, and after I put him to sleep later on tonight, I am going to come back and just check with you guys and show you how the face actually looks, and to see if this product caked up or it settled into any of my fine lines or it disappear. We will see. All right guys, so I am back, and we finished adding and putting the makeup together around, I would say 1:45, and it is 8:50 right now. It's 8:50. The mascara is running a little bit, but I gotta say that the eye brightener from Rare Beauty has held up very well. It's definitely not creasing, so it's not building up on my fine lines here. It's not emphasizing any of my pores. It's not settling into any of my fine lines. The only thing that I do see is on my eyelid, which I also added the product on my eyelids. I do see that it's just built up a little bit, like if moved the product a little bit toward the inner corner of my eyelids. So it might not be the best to use on your eyelids, especially if you have oily eyelids or you just live in a high humidity area. But I absolutely love what it did for my under eyes. It still looks really nice and bright. So the product has worn off around my mouth, but it's doing it in such a graceful way that you don't really see any lines of demarcation. It's not settling into any of my fine lines. It is wearing off because I do see a little bit of the darkness peeking through, but again, it's just doing it in such a nice way that it's not noticeable. And even to you, you don't really notice where it's wearing off. It's still giving you and providing you with some brightness and a little bit of coverage, and it's just doing it in such a beautiful way. I'm really impressed with this product for what it's marketed for. So it's definitely not full coverage. If you're looking for something that is going to give you full coverage, this is not the product for you. If you're looking for a super easy, quick kind of fix when you are in a rush, for those no makeup and makeup kind of days, you just want to put something under your eyes so it can just brighten your under eyes and just, you know, cover any kind of discoloration, this is definitely the product for you. I absolutely love, and I can totally see myself using this over and over and over again, especially for those Sundays that I just don't want to wear foundation. I don't want to wear a tinted moisturizer. I don't want to wear maybe a concealer, just because it, you know, I do have to blend it out, make sure that it's nice and just blend it into my skin. This one just blended super nicely. It is a beautiful color for my complexion. It worked. It definitely worked out for me. I'm so happy that I picked it up. I'll skip this product, and I'm really happy that I didn't, that I was able to use it, because I know that there's so many products from Rare Beauty that I already have in my collection that I really enjoy and adore, that I was a little bit doubtful about this, just because the ones from Fenty Beauty I don't really use much, but for this one I can totally see myself using. The only thing, and my only complaint, is the applicator. Even though I absolutely love the feeling of this little metal ball, especially for my eye bags, I really do enjoy it. It's just that it does not pick up enough product for me, so I do have to dip it in and, you know, take out some product and dip it in again a couple of times, too many times. But you know, I can definitely deal with that, because again, just the way that it wore, the way that it blended, the way that my skin looked in the beginning, I was just so in love with the glowiness. It's just so beautiful. And my liking for products, especially for complexion products, has definitely changed, even though I am oily to combination. But because I am aging, I feel like my skin looks better when it's just really nice and luminous. Not too luminous, but like the perfect amount of luminosity. And I think that this is it. Like the Charlotte Tilbury concealer is just too much for me. It creases, it moves. My my mascara really smudges on the bottom with that concealer. It just did not work out for me. This one, I was thinking that it was going to give me, because it was giving me Charlotte Tilbury vibes, especially because of the nice luminosity, but this did not disappoint at all. It did not smudge my mascara as much as I thought that I was going to do it. The other one is just like super dark, and this one is definitely not doing that. So I'm really impressed again with this product. Anyways, those are just my thoughts and my first impressions with this wear test. I hope that it was helpful to you. I will link all the products that I use to create this super easy no makeup kind of look down below in the description area, just in case you guys are interested. But that is it, my friends, for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time and support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time.